This site doesn't work well for you, does it?
Somewhat.
It works somewhat well for you?
Yeah. Compared to historicals, it does.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I'm going to suggest a different color scheme. Okay, now we begin to have some colors, and now we don't.
And this is a 35% entry page.
35% entry?
35% entry page.
So you're
I have
saying
no idea what that means.
You've got several different
Only
landing.
35% of our traffic hits us first.
Is the
I don't
homepage-
know if that makes a difference or not. I just thought I'd add that as
So if
context.
we were to hit refresh, we'd get a different homepage?
No, sorry. You know, I don't know that that has any bearing on it. So
Oh no, but
never
actually,
mind.
Okay,
but
let
if
me-
let's talk about this one. But
let
if
me,
you'd like to, we could go to a different landing page. But
No,
let's
no,
try. Let's
That's
start.
okay. I like
Because
that.
the
Let's deal with-
homepage is, you know.
Let's deal with this.
One sec.
You're showing me, okay, there's an image. There's an image. You know, this is what this thing is, and we're going to cycle to the next one in a second. This is the only image where I'm seeing success. Success in the sense that she's achieving something. She's doing something. She's getting something done.
So lifestyle images is way more powerful than any sort of hero product shot.
Right. Thank you.
Is that
Exactly. What was it you said?
Customer benefit images.
That, yeah, in neurolinguistics, not NLP, but neurolinguistics, psycholinguistics, we have a different term for it. We call it the, oh yeah, that's neat. Anyway, there's no success. Why am I looking at that? I don't see myself being successful. Again, we're going into mirror neurons, where whatever she's doing. Now that's just, we can't stop
We
on
can
that?
stop. We can stop. Where do you want to stop?
Number 4. Can we stop on 4?
That
Okay.
should do it.
Let me tell you why this image is just a great image. Number 1, you have color in it, okay? So color is going to cause my eye to go, yes, I will pay attention. Whatever this woman is doing, and
It looks like she's smoking a really big cigarette.
you do understand that one of the first things the brain is wired to do is recognize sexual metaphor. We are designed. I don't care how many years we've not been in the forest, in the jungle, worried about lions and tigers and bears. Our brains, until you get gray in the beard, and even then, there are 2 things we want to do: eat and fool around. Okay? So.
I will never look at that the same way again. Thank you for that.
So let me tell you why this image is a great image, though. Number 1, this device, and I have no idea what it is, it's pointing up, away, it's slightly above her head, and there's a halo there. I don't care what that thing is on top of it, but it's a halo. So this is a God device. For those of you who have never read my stuff, and iMedia has tons of my stuff, and you should read it because they need traffic. This part of your web page up there, that is the God spot. If you want someone to come off as compassionately authoritative in whatever they're saying to you, put their image up there, put their image this cheek facing forward, level head. If you want someone to come off as authoritative, part of the old bunt or whatever, put them over here, put them at this side of the face, because the brain recognizes this cheek as firing this part of the mind, and this is where I make decisions on your value.
Now wait, hold on, because she is now. For those of you who know the Sistine Chapels and God touching Adam, those are that's the classic version of this that Joseph has written about. But she's looking up towards the God spot. She's not. So why is that placement good with regard to the God? I'm trying to figure this part out.
Because she's looking up to God. What is God? God is this device which is making a halo. She's going to go to heaven.
Or exteme it.
She's going to go to heaven by using this device.
Absolutely.
So now, hold up. Yes, from here. Stand up, Kevin.
Sure. This is Kevin Orsi from Capital One. I just want to get some level of level setting here. When I think about usability, and not that I do not disagree with anything you've said, but it's all been mostly driven by design elements, where you haven't really gotten into what I would believe is the IA of a site, is that infrastructure of the site that steers towards the usability. So not a lot of conversation around navigation or anything of that, but more about color palette and imagery. So are we
Hold on.
getting...
Is there do you want us to go to Capital One? Would you like us to take a look at...
That's fine. I'd be happy to do
Okay.
it. But just in general, I look at...
Did I satisfy your needs?
Yeah, I don't want to
with
take
my
away
sexual
from there,
metaphors?
but even Coffee's site, beautifully designed, but I would have said that the image was moving you away from the navigation, and the navigation was not exactly popping off of the site.
Okay. So can we talk about IA? Can we talk about navigation as opposed to pretty pictures?
What does IA mean?
Information architecture. How do I get from...
information architecture.
I'd like to get information about credit cards. Does this site tell us that we can do that
Okay.
easily?
My first question is the number of people coming to your site. Do they actually shrink down their browser window to fit like that, or they leave it wide, covering the entire screen?
They leave it wide, but it loads up. We haven't gotten to the 1027 grid yet. We're going to that next.
And that's also... It's not fair to blame Capital One for what's probably a laptop monitor setting problem with me. So let's not deal with that.
User psychology. If you did it, a lot of other people are doing it. That said, you want to know about navigation? How well is this going to drive navigation?
My general sense just coming into the session was usability driven from the infrastructure out to design. Clearly
Okay.
design has an element to it. I just hadn't heard a lot of the infrastructure from the earlier examples.
Well, usability. The design of this site, what's going to be triggering the mind more than anything else is manage your account, select an account, credit cards.
Which means that you're saying that the first thing that people are going to see is...
The first thing that people are going to recognize and actually take into consciousness is that.
Which is appropriate for existing customers who are coming in to manage, but is the purpose of the site for your existing customers, or is it an acquisition site?
It's both.
Which is more important to you?
Current customers.
Current customers are more important? Well, then that would be good.
Well, then great placement. Excellent job. Ask me something specific, and I will answer the best that I can.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I personally don't have a specific question about my site. It was just more of kind of getting more of that holistic view.
Hold on. Okay. Actually, so Kevin, I'm gonna hold on. Dee, you go ahead.
In general, is there a difference
I'll get to
between
you in a
having the navigation on the top versus the side in terms of that idea of how the
Oh,
eye
yeah.
works? Can you
Yes.
talk about that maybe a little bit?
Navigation that goes across the top of the screen is for what I, in an iMedia article, defined as tourists. And tourists are people who come to your site, they come into your town, and they don't really know what they want. They just know they want to look around. They want to find out what the best restaurant is, okay? They want to find out the best museums, whatever else. And the way they're going to do this on your site is by going through those things on top, because you've told them they're important. By putting them at the top of the screen, you've told them they're important. The human mind is going to say most important to least important, okay, because we like to put things in order.